Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Being handsome opens the door, personality keeps the woman. Now, you know what, there's all this talk about becoming more handsome, looks maxing and everything, but at the same time, there's all this stuff about handsome man game. Hold up for a second, think about something. If all it took was to be handsome, a man wouldn't need that much. But see, understand something about women. Understand something about what they go for. They go for an attractive man, a man they consider handsome and everything. Yeah, that'll get them over there. If you're approaching them or they approaching you, however you want to do it, or you want to get their attention, very important. Every man should like fix up as best as possible. But all that does is keep them over there. It doesn't keep them. It gets them over there. Now you got some guys thinking, oh, you just got to be handsome. These guys typically aren't considered handsome themselves. Otherwise, they would know it takes more than that, and you wouldn't have so many men doing handsome man videos. Seriously, I looked it up one day. There's a bunch of guys doing it, and they've been doing it. I mean, I did some a few years ago, accidentally. But then there were guys who've been doing it before then, after then. There's going to be plenty after this one. But see, here's the thing. You got to still have that personality. If you can look good to a woman, you can look good, but what do I always say? You all right until you opened your mouth. So you got to still have that personality. You still got to work on your personality. Now, when I say personality, you got to have the type of personality that can keep her interested. You can't be on some boring shit. You know, you can't be that type of guy who's just going to like, just sit around and look good and think you're going to keep the woman. See, first of all, that might work for a man as far as how he wants to keep a woman. If he get a beautiful woman, there's a lot of guys, that's all she has to be. That's, of course, why a lot of guys get played, but that's another video. You know, as a man, you want to work on your other parts. Yes, you want to still look as good as possible. You want to let the barber bless you. You want to dress well. You want to make sure you looking good. That's the bait. But you still got to have the hook. You still got to have a personality. That personality still got to be something that the woman finds attractive, something that she clicks with. That's very important. And see, there's a lot of guys out here, they're not working on that part. In fact, personality is so important, so powerful, that you get some guys, maybe they don't look as handsome, but somehow they get to know the woman, they get in there. Because you understand something about women. They want to connect emotionally. They want connection. They want to be able to talk to a guy. They want to be able to hang out with a guy. All right, yeah, he's handsome, and you know what? Only time that might work is if it's a quickie somewhere, they had some party, they drunk, or some situation like that. But let's be real. Let's be in the real world. How often is that going to happen? How often you going to go to that type of party or be in that situation? I mean, it happens, but the average guy is not going to be in that situation. The average guy needs to get that woman right there. Seriously, I've seen that happen plenty of times. I've seen that happen plenty of times. Hell, personally experienced it. You know, the woman just ain't clicking with your personality. That's the shoot. Even when you go on dates, like say two people meet each other, right? They meet each other, everything's cool. They go on a date. That date ain't working out. Let me say that again. That date ain't working out because they not on the same page. They could be talking about anything. You know, it could be, they could have different religions. They could actually have a different social class if they even get that far. You know, different political philosophies. Basically, they talking, they don't get along. That happens. Anybody who's been on a date can tell you there's been some dates you didn't like been able to click with the woman. That's why personality is important. Now, you went on that date. Okay, she thought you were good enough looking to go on a date or whatever, unless it was a woman using you for food or something. But let's just be real. Any guy who's gone on a date knows every date didn't work out. Even when you talk about online dating, a woman might slide right on you. And y'all meet, y'all talk, y'all go out, y'all go get coffee or something like that, but then y'all can't talk about anything. And shoot, let's bring this back around. What if, as a man, she's beautiful, but she's not talking about anything? Your personality's just not clicking. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but you still gotta have something there. What can you talk? Can you have a conversation with a woman? Can you have a conversation? Can you express something? Can you make her laugh? Whatever the case. Or is it the woman more introverted? She want to be around somebody more introverted or somebody opposite. Basically, do your personalities click? You got to think about that. That is very, very important. Very, very important. Now, so you understand, and I've said this several times. You want to fix up. You want to have that great bait. You want to let the barber bless you. You want to make sure your clothes right. You want to practice body game. You want all that. But that is just the bait. That's not going to keep the woman, because y'all still have to talk. Y'all still, see, that's the one criticism I have. You get a lot of guys saying that. It's like, okay, yeah, you get the woman over there. What y'all going to talk about? Do you really, do you want a woman saying, oh, you so handsome and everything? What else she got? Are you going to want her? And she definitely want a guy who got something to talk about, something guy he's going for, something to interest her. This is very important. You still got to have that personality. It's something you have to work on. Now, invariably, somebody will say, well, how can I work on it? How old are you? Unless you on a spectrum, and even if you are, you got something. You got something that you're interested in. What are you interested in? What do you want to talk about? Because that's really what you do. Are you more introverted? Are you extroverted? Are you that type who can wave hi to everybody? Or are you that type, you more quiet? Because then, you got to find that woman that you click with on that level. Very, very important. Very, very important. You can't get past that part. All right? You have to understand that. You have to have that type of personality that keeps the woman. Keeps the woman. All right? I want y'all to think about that. I want you to think about that. Because it can't just be just one. So while you working on your body game and everything else, your body game, letting the barber bless you, all of that, you need to be working on just your conversation. Just your conversation. In fact, I'm known for talking about having it ain't bad to have some female friends. Practice your conversation with them. Every time you're around a woman, practice your conversation. Learn to say hi to at least 3 women a day. I'm saying at least. Now, I had a smart ass get on here and say, well, if you just say hi to one, no, 3. If you following my philosophy, say hi to at least 3 women a day. All right? You follow my philosophy, okay? That's my philosophy. You want to get to the point and then develop your interest. And then whatever you're interested in, get to the point you can have a good conversation about it. I don't care what your interest in. Know your interest to the point you can talk about it with anybody. Like if I hit you up, I actually did that. I actually done that with some coaching clients. I say, oh yeah, tell me about that. I don't know about that. And it was like, okay, just like you talk to me, you can talk to that woman, all right? In just a regular conversation, all right? So anyway, remember that. Yeah, you look good, you being handsome. Yeah, it opens the door for them. But then your personality is what keeps them, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.